Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week going from the 3rd through to the 9th of July. Thank you very much Scorpio for all the support that you give this channel. It's absolutely amazing. Overwhelmed really, to be honest. Quite amazing. You are having lovely readings, got to be said. You're having really nice readings. Did you see the shoots of new relationships starting to appear on your horizon? You know, when you go out there, because obviously you've got to be in it to sort of win it in a way. So you got to be out there. It's not going to come through your television. I'll just tell you that. You know, life is an interactive thing, and it's just saying hello to someone opens up doors and possibilities, and you never know where it's going to go. So, you know, it may only just be hello. That's all. But just saying hello to someone really just sort of like allows possibilities into your life. And this is, I think, what you should have been seeing last week. Just noticing around you, just kind of going, wow, I'm connecting in a way with people in general in a different way. And it's opening up, the idea of relationships, of meeting that person. And you could have well met that person last week. It depends on your journey and where you are. And, you know, we're all on different levels and not levels, different places and different timelines and stuff like that. So the Hyven wants to go out. You know, that's a marriage card. Maybe some of you have really made the leap or connected to that ultimate person. That'd be absolutely amazing. Love to hear from you if you have. So as you do this, and all journeys need help, like any plant need nurturing. So, you know, it may be a case of this week here as you apply in July, and this is what I went on about in the monthly reading, which you can see on our channel. So, you know, applying this new sort of new attitude, this new way of experiencing life that is being born within you, then you know, will open those doors and sort of like does need nurturing like any plant. You know, as soon as it starts growing, as soon as little shoots growing up and kind of, okay, looking after it in water, making sure no snails or slugs on it and that sort of thing. So, you know, nurturing your pathway, that could well be it. Let's see what the overall energy is here. Queen of Cups. You're just not going to stop, are you, Scorpio? You're just not going to stop. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, like most queens, has chosen a direction, and a direction to radiate her emotions, her love, and she's connecting to that sea. She sat on the beach. What a lovely place to be. I'm in a beautiful place here. But you know, she sat on the beach with her feet in the waters, which is almost nurturing her emotions, but she's getting feedback of the emotions that she's sending out. So it's as if like the energy here is sort of saying, if you put out that emotion, that joyous emotion, that if you radiate that joyous emotion of love and sort of, you know, connecting with people and enjoying the connection with other people, you're going to get that feedback. It's going to be like a feedback loop, and it'll escalate. So, you know, you put in 1 and the universe comes back with 10. So I think the overall energy here is sort of saying, you know, they're going to match you step for step, Scorpio. And you've just got to realize that the world is radiating according to what you're radiating at. So the more you put it out there, or the more you embrace life, the more life will embrace you, basically. On your karmic message, on your relationship side, you got the Two of Swords. I think you're making decisions quickly here. I think these are the sort of decisions where and they may be quite big decisions, but which is not really you, Scorpio. You know, you take a lot of time to make decisions, I think, here is like your karmic message is asking you to make sort of decisions quickly, and I think based upon your feelings as well. And the moment you do that, all of a sudden, from that crossroads, you're going to be the leader of your path. You're going to be heading down your path in a very definite way. I'm trying to see if there's some sort of if you get bogged down in surveying everything that is around the decision, you may not act. This is where you may not actually take the decision. I'm wavering towards that. You should do this through your feelings, almost sort of like blocking out the logic and just following the path, the evident path that is in front of you, more than anything else. So these decisions become a matter of fact rather than momentous decisions that you can't make in regards to your relationships that are around you. Any direction we take in life is always going to be heading into the unknown. So, and once you realize it is unknown and you're not going to be able to know everything, you can base your knowledge on the past and, you know, and your past experiences, and how to, you know, follow that path and how to sort of deal with certain situations. But every situation is going to be slightly different. So here I think it's asking you to sort of like almost step up a gear. That's what I'm getting out of here. The universe here is, I think this is a bit of a no-brainer. The universe here is encouraging you that you can have security, abundance, authority, you know, weight within a relationship, through understanding, through previous understanding, through understanding of what you've been through already and where you're going to. And the universe wants you to know this, that, you know, your experiences are like a library of information that you can use at any given point to make decisions really quite quickly. And I think this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make, the universe is trying to make you confident about saying hello to someone, confident about opening up. Not that you're not really, Scorpio, once you get in the flow, but it's just being, and this sounds weird, but don't, you know, being wary of being wary, if you know what I mean. So I would feel a lot more than sort of use your logic. Use your surface, because that's what you have. All that water at the surface of you there, and underneath you've got that air, which is very, you know, logical, mental sort of energies, really. And that's what it comes out, and it tries to put a bit of logical spin on the emotions, and sometimes it's good, but I think at the moment here, I think it's a case of allowing your emotions to be backed up by your own confidence, and that starts with just trying something, seeing how it works, and then having the confidence to do it again. That's what confidence is. It doesn't just fall from the sky. It's something that we cultivate within ourselves by doing things, seeing how it works. That they work well, that part didn't work well. Changing it slightly, doing it again. That worked even better. So getting the confidence as you build up. This is the same with everything. You know, relationships as much as sort of, you know, jumping off cliffs into sea, gradually getting higher and higher. But yeah, building that confidence within you. What's your past sort of saying to you? This is it again. There's a lot of past knowledge and understanding coming to the surface here. You know, I felt that with the sort of the decisions as well to be made on your karmic path, and the confidence that's given to you by the universe. And here the past is sort of like you've understood a lot in regards to relationships that you've been through. And through that understanding, you now should, in theory, have a very good idea about what sort of situation you want. And that's what that star is in the lantern of the hermit. The Hermit is using his guiding, he's captured his dreams and aspirations, and he's using them as a guiding light for him to go forward. But at the same time, he's understood a great deal, so he takes his time, he enjoys the journey. So, and the King of Pentacles is not the fastest of all kings, it's got to be said. It's a Taurus card, which is good for you actually, Scorpio, because it's your opposite. But here is it's your past selves are trying to make you not forget your ideals of what you'd like out of the relationships. And then you get the King of Wands. You are amazing, Scorpio. You really are. You're just blowing me away at the moment. You got the King of Pentacles, you've got the Queen of Cups, the Hermit, and now you've got the King of Wands. This is your future self sort of being that leader. What did I say about that? This is a crossroads sort of scenario situation here. And there is a decision, there is an evident path that needs to be taken. And I think this needs to be taken not only through your past knowledge of where you're going and heading towards those dreams and aspirations, but also with the King of Wands, it's being a leader in your life. Being very clear with yourself as you go forward. Knowing that passion that is within you for life, and allowing it to exist honestly, without having to sort of compensate for other people. Compromise is not on the scale this month here. Compromise is not a good thing. Application is a good thing. Applying your passion, and this is where you're leading to as well. You're discovering the fact that you are allowed to live as well. You are allowed to live. Life is for living. That's all it's for. There's nothing to win in life at all. But then if there's nothing to win, then surely there's nothing to lose either. So I would literally just make this decision, whichever level you're at. And it could be a case where someone's asked you for marriage, that's the high level, or a certain extreme. And another extreme is kind of going, I should really leave the flat and go and see what's going on in the world outside. And it's whichever you're making, or whatever stage you're making your decision, this is how it should be. It's, you should be engaging with your passions. And you're going to get loads coming back for you, Scorpio. Loads going back for you. Wow, that is a real surprise. I'll be honest with you. 9 of Swords. I think this is like a test. That sounds really... I was never a big exam fan. I was never against them, but not my sort of thing. So tests I'm not really up for tests and stuff like that, per se. But here I think it feels like a test. This is your future. And what I'm saying here are the things from the past that are advising you. And do be wary about being wary. Because if you're going to be really wary, that's the lesson you're going to learn. The repetitive nightmare. The constantly making the same mistakes in life. If you've grasped the idea that life is for living and you're going to make mistakes, don't worry about it. Mistakes can be, they are always a very good learning curve. So, if you get something wrong, my motto used to be, don't worry about, getting, what was it? So, life should be lived. Don't worry about getting things wrong, because they're the things that are going to serve you in the future to understand. So don't worry about getting things wrong. If you worry about getting things wrong, you're going to end up with a repetition that is, not really going to fulfill you. And I think here in your future here is, I almost feel like this card here, for the majority of people, is sort of saying, this is the moment you let go, or you get rid of any repetitive mistakes that you've been making in your life. Any repetitive nightmare scenarios that you've been having. you know, always meeting the same type of person who always ends up being very nasty or whatever, you know, that sort of thing. I think that is coming to an end. I think this is what this application is in this week. And when you apply it in this week, I think you let go of this aspect of it all. But for some of you, if you're not leading with your passions and not understanding your past and getting stuck on those decisions, that's what's going to come for you. But if you're managing to free yourself up, get out there, saying hello to people, engaging with life, this is what you're saying goodbye to. All sort of pain in the backside sort of scenarios that could be around you. Let's just have a quick look what's going on your material front. It's to do with your jobs, your business and your projects. On your karmic message here, you get the Six of Swords, sorry. Okay, so the Six of Swords is, I think this is you actually, funnily enough. I think you're the person carrying yourself across to calmer waters. And you've got certain irons in fires that you would like to develop into something. And in order to do that, you have to apply yourself within your workspace. And this could be within your job, your business, or your projects. Whatever it is, keeping an eye on the goal is a good thing, but also applying yourself so it's very concrete and progressive, productive advancings within your business and your projects. And this is on your karmic path. This is why I think it's you. That's you, rather than the universe or your guides or whatever trying to help you through and carrying you across. I think you're doing this. I think you realise now is that I'm going to make it. I want to make it, and this is how I'm going to do it. You know, sort of scenario. It's, yeah. I think it really empowers you in a way. And I think it also will encourage the empowerment of this side here to learn that thing of, and it will increase that idea of sort of saying, no, I've already gone down that path there. I've already lived that scenario. I don't want to live that anymore. I don't want to accept that. No. Sort of thing. Matter of fact about it within your relationships, I'm saying here. You know. The universe, because now you've got 2 sixes here. This is getting interesting. Now you've got 2 sixes. So the 6 is a completion of an understanding, a little bit like the Hermit, of both sides of the story, the ups and downs of life, the lefts and rights, but very much more in a structural way, very similar to sort of like the Hierophant in a way. So you've got this completion, the 6 of Swords, where you have to go ahead and do it. Cut through the mist and go ahead to take yourself to calmer shores. Just be honest with yourself, be straight with the world outside, and just apply it. The universe here, if you start doing that, the universe is going to give you success. It's going to encourage, because you're putting out that attitude, the universe is sort of saying it's going to repay you with that, for that. It's really bringing in sort of opportunities, but they're not direct opportunities. That's how the universe works. It sort of creates a vibe around you that then all of a sudden you meet someone that your business is the perfect thing for them, and then it attached to that vibration that is around in the group of people that are around, and everyone starts coming to your business eventually. That's how the universe brings round the success for you. It's not directly like makes you win the lottery sort of thing. I'm not sure that is success, to be honest. You got the 10 of Pentacles that I was just about to go on to this. 10 of Pentacles is coming from a place of abundance, and I think this is abundance of your understanding of who you are, what you want, you know, and what qualifications you have, what sort of skills you have, everything like that. It's like it's coming from an abundance within you to know that you can take this on to much more secure sort of scenarios in regards to your job, your business, and your projects. Opening up doors that are permanent within your life, that give you a really good foundation financially. Starting a business is this I'm getting this as well. This ties into starting businesses. The 6 here. You're at a situation where you have got to do it. Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. And you got that success, and you have the everything that within you in order to do that business. No reason why not. Let's see how your future selves or your future guides are influencing you. You get the Hierophant. That's what I was saying about the 6s. You're coming into a stage within your financial world, within your jobs, your business, and etc. This is the future self that's sort of encouraging you on. Through ritual, so through doing things, through buying a product and selling it like this at this price, means you're going to make this amount of money. And it's those sort of like almost mechanical ritual sort of things that you've got to do within your job, your business, and stuff like that, that's going to bring you rewards. It's going to bring you your desires, basically. It's going to bring you the abundance that you have in you, and just triple it. So your future self is bringing you into a really beautiful place. It's almost as well, because it's like a unification, like a marriage card as well, and some people might say, but I think it's a unification between understanding of the yin and yang, the higher self, basically. And I think this is where you, in your future, you're almost understanding your career path in a way, or your business in a way, your business, your career path, or your projects in a certain way that kind of goes, oh, I know how it works. Oh, I know now how to put my foot on the accelerator to earn money at what given point, how to take, what speed to take corners with my business or the job or the career path. It's just knowing. And you're heading to a place where the confidence that, as I said, by repeating things, it turns into knowledge. And that's where you're heading towards. Really, really nice. Certainly on your financial side, whatever you're doing, apply yourself. And this is what Apply July is all about. Apply yourself, because you will get the ultimate success. 8 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely beautiful, Scorpio. As I've said, I think your financial side is going to give you the confidence to understand and confront that. And I think you're going to be in such a good place to confront that. By the end of the week, you're going to know where to put your heart. You're going to know how to radiate with the vibrations that are around you, the energy that are around you. And as you vibrate with the energies around you, you can put your heart energy into your workspace, which is going to turn it from not just being successful, but also into something that I really love doing. I don't feel like I'm working anymore. This is why, in the Astroflower books, and some people have been asking for the Astroflower books, I've had to do it. They've been out for 2 years, and I wanted to do a revision on the books that I put out already, according to energies and etc. Because it is a system that I've created over 30 years with all my healings and seeing energy and dowsing energy and working with energy, finding wells, working with earth energies and stuff like that. That's what I've been doing for the last 30 years, is understanding energy. And when I put out the Astroflower, it was a simple system to help people understand that interaction with the energies and the vibrations in a very straightforward way, very practical way. And it does need slight revision. And I'm doing a revision of the books this summer, and they will be out at in autumn period. The new revised copies of the book, so they will be available soon. I do have a few old copies, and some people have asked through email, and I will be answering that and responding, seeing if I have your copy, and so I can send it to you. But yeah. putting your heart into the situation. I don't know what got me onto that, Scorpio. I do apologise. It was a bit of a rant, wasn't it? So yeah, putting your heart into the situation, enjoying it. You know, and this is what, yeah, as I said, I forgot what I said. You know, when you love what you do as a job, you no longer work. You no longer go to work. I don't work. I work enormously. I'm a Capricorn. I'm terrible like that. I do lots of healings. I've got loads this afternoon. You know, I do lots of healings, lots of dowsing, and stuff like that. I work loads, but I love it, and I don't look at it as work. I really don't. You know, and even when I was doing organic fruit and vegetables when I was a young man, you know, when I was 20, you know, doing importing and exporting organic vegetables, I was really getting fascinated about being organic and everything like that, you know. So, you know, it's putting your heart into the situation will cure that 9 of Swords for you. So, yeah, thank you very much for being here with us, Scorpio. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. You can show your appreciation by sort of subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, all of those sort of things. Also, you'll find links down in the description to buy me a coffee. I drink tea, but you can buy me a coffee all the same. And there's also links to private readings if you need or want a private reading. You can choose the sort of formula that sort of fits you, the time and day that sort of fits you, and book it all up online through the links that are in the description below. So thank you very much. Let's just get on with your healing, with your reading. Queen of Cups, you get the 4 of Wands, marriage card. I think there's decisions here to be made. I think as you're radiating these energies out, I think there's an evident path for you to go down. I think there's something obvious for you to follow. Yes, it may well be sort of a bit sort of, oh no, should I, shouldn't I, sort of scenario, which is what we get with here. And I think, you know, as I say, life is for living, Scorpio. Just live it. Not everything's going to be perfect, because perfection doesn't really exist. You know, perfection only exists. See, perfection only exists in the last breath, the first and last breath of life. Wind, what are you playing at? Come on, the trees. Thanks. You know, we had a lot of wind yesterday, so they should be happy there was enough wind and rain yesterday. So yeah, I think this is the new you that's giving birth here. I'm just going to get my pebbles out, just in case. This is the new you that's being born here. This is the, yeah, the new you that's being born, basically. That Queen of Cups, it's a new attitude to life. That's how I feel. That's what I've got getting from it. So let's just see what's going on with this 2 of Swords. I'm taking it. The Knight of Swords. I think this is saying, I don't think they're major decisions here. I think it's pretty obvious what you should do when you start looking into yourself and start feeling it. You know, you'll be able to, you know, feel that energy, and you realise that there's no actual real choices to be made here. It's just obvious what you should be doing and where you should be going, and heading off down that pathway, basically having the confidence that the universe is behind you once you start putting your cup into it, you know. So on this here, be wary of being wary. I think I'm going to call that this, you know, be wary of being wary. Head off down on that mission. This is a mission that's calling you, and it doesn't have time for slow decisions, which is a bit of a leap of faith, as I said, for you, Scorpio. This is This is so powerful again on your relationship side. King of Pentacles, you get the king, you get the Emperor. Having complete control over the path, over your empire is the control over your physical environment. Engaging in the world in a very physical way. And, you know, with the Taurus card here of the King of Pentacles, is a very physical king as well. It's an earth king. And it's understanding those mechanics within you that make you happy and make you inspires you to follow your pathway. With the Hermit card, what do we get with the Hermit cards? Lovers. You know you have a lot of love inside you, Scorpio, to give. Enormous amount of love. And firstly, I think you should give it to yourself. Always. Regardless of the sign. But I think everybody should. So you're happy with yourself. So when you're going forward, you know, that's what you will encounter. And I think here is the Hermit card, is the learning about that. Learning about it's good to be in love with yourself in a very healthy way, you know. Being very sort of humble about it all and everything like that. But and that's what the Hermit card sort of helps you out with. But here is a case of like, yeah, it's just falling in love so you can actually meet that person. And it seems like that person is I think, I've got a funny feeling you've already met them in a way. You know, maybe in an obscure meeting or something like that. It may be just sort of like out of your past actions is going to bring sort of the ultimate love towards you. That's what's bringing towards you. Let's just see what's going on with the King of Wands. You get the Three of Wands. Yeah, it's sort of, I would head off down the path that really is built out of your plans. The Three of Wands here, there's Two of Wands actually that stand by themselves, and that's the planning of what got you to the coastline, what got you to the beginning of the journey. And now it's a case of taking that wand on and going off on that journey and discovering love, basically discovering being with another person or being with your family, your friends, your community. I get much more feeling this is all about you and another person, though. It's got to be said for the majority of it. But it could be to do with sort of family and friends and stuff like that. Yeah, there's... With the Nine of Swords, you get the Six of Swords. If you take on this attitude, if you start following your path, this is where you are going to take yourself to calmer shores and, you know, say goodbye to that Nine of Wands within your life. This new paradigm that you're stepping into, that you're applying, you know, is built upon you understanding you and you understanding the world outside. That's what the Four of Wands is. So you have this capacity within you to follow your pathway, and it will literally heal a lot of your woes and aches and pains from your past. Let's see what's happening with the Six of Swords. You got the Empress card, absolutely beautiful, and you've now got the Emperor and the Empress in here. So divine counterparts yet again for you. Could well be within your workspace. This is where you might find your love. But it's also because you've got control over your emotions, you're creating a world, a new cycle, a new possibility that's coming into your life. You are creating it, Scorpio, in a really, really good way, in a beautiful way. With the Six of Wands, you get the High Priestess. Oh man, the High Priestess is like it goes well with the Hierophant. It's like divine counterparts again for me personally. So the High Priestess is the universe is helping you to see clearly your victories, the goals that you will achieve within your material world, within your material life. Basically, it's giving you that capacity to feel the moment, you know, to really help you to advance. With the Ten of Pentacles, you get the Five of Cups. Don't let past experiences taint your abundance, basically. That's what I'm getting here. So don't knock yourself down through past experiences. Don't belittle yourself through past experiences. That's what I'm getting on there. Yeah, the future for you is looking very bright, certainly on your financial side. And, you know, if you do take the path on your relationship side, you're certainly going to get a lot as well. So don't beat yourself up, Scorpio. With the Hierophant, which is an absolute beautiful card, I love it. You get the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, you know, it's they open the pathway with their passions. So as you get passionate about what you're working in regards to your job, your business and your projects, the more you're passionate you get about it, the more you're going to find that there's a lot of understanding, that you know a lot actually, and that's worth a lot in this world. Understanding and knowledge is worth a lot. And using your passions to further your understanding. Use your passions to open doors in regards to your jobs, your business and your projects. The Ace of Cups. I said to myself I was going to do this, I was going to do them really short, try and do short readings. Didn't work, did it? Didn't work. Sorry about that, Scorpio, I do apologise. With the Ace of Cups, you get the Ten of Pentacles. You've now got the Ten of Pentacles twice on the board here. Once you start putting in your Ace of Cups, as I said, you put in that ace, the universe will pay you back 10. And I think it's going to say goodbye to any difficulties, nightmares you might have had in the past, and lead you to a very, very abundant future for you. Yeah, it's apply in July. Beware of being beware, you know, and finding your connection to the relationships around you in a very beautiful and harmonious vibrationary sort of way, and then engage on your financial sort of side in a way that's sort of saying, I'm going over there because that's where my success is. Knowing it, knowing your sort of future, having the confidence within yourself. There you go, Scorpio. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for your support for this channel. Much appreciated. Yeah, got the monthly readings out on this channel, individual and collective as well. Yeah, I guess that's all that's left for me to say is, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.